here we have it. It has come to this Euro 2016 final. It's been a long journey, and I have to thank everybody who's been with me on this journey so far. You know, started off with so many teams, group stages, and and I promised what I promised many people. Maybe I didn't do it for every match, but most matches, who gave you previews, who gave you up to the minutes post-match analysis. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but look through YouTube. You have guys, like Football Republic, the Football Show, all these kind of guys on YouTube. Those guys, give credit to them, But I just believe, it's not me being arrogant, that the realest, most passionate, most precise analysis happens on this channel. I've been doing this since 2010, and I always bring the people. I don't have any fans. I don't believe in fans. Okay, I believe we're all equal. So I don't believe, my fans. I have no fans, but I do have people who share the same love and passion for one of the greatest inventions in our history, which is the beautiful game of football. And it's been good. It's been great having you guys on this journey of Euro 2016. And what I've always tried to do with my football hots is, they're not bells and whistles, they're no fancy gadgets, no fancy pictures or highlights. It's realness. It's a guy from the streets giving you the most honest opinions and views on football. And here we have it. We've reached the final. Euro 2016. It's been big. It's been big. This may not be the final that many people would have wanted to see. I think people would have liked to have seen an Italy-Germany. Maybe some people would have liked to see a Spain-Germany or even a Spain-Italy. I don't give an ish. This is not about, I wish Germany or Germany-Italy would have been a better final. I don't give a crap. All I care about is who's playing in the final. And I'm going to watch. That's all that matters. And it's France against Portugal. It wouldn't be wrong to say France are favorites. A week or so ago, you would have said maybe this would have been even. After the Iceland game, after the Germany game. And what did we say before? Whoever comes through Mordor, aka the right side of the draw, will win the Euros. That was always the belief. And France made it through the right side of the draw. But I'm going to sort of retread that statement that I made. If it's a semi, a quarter, final, so forth, I need to educate you people on what it means to play in a final. And you don't even need to have played in a final. You just need to know this knowledge, which I do, so I will share it with you people. The thing about a final is it's called death. I don't mean to be rude, but that's just me being very real. It's called death. It's called blood. It's called passion. It's called who's willing to spill their guts to win that game. Talent alone isn't enough to win a final. A final is psychological. It's mental. It's otherworldly. That's what a final is. So just want people to fully understand what we're going in here, because football and tactics alone only represents a portion of what it takes to win a final such as this. That's very important to understand. So once you understand that, it's 50-50. There are no favorites in this final. It's about, obviously football and tactics is important, but it's who wants it more on that day. Let's talk tactics. France. So for France, I believe they've got to stick with the same lineup. The risk is that it's a final, it's nervous, I need to get my tactics right, but this is a 90-minute game. It's not a 50-minute game, it's a 90-minute game. There's always times to change things, and don't change a winning formula. This is the team that played so well against Iceland. This is the team that beat Germany. You have to keep the same 11 and see how they play. because France, they looked balanced. And the key for Deschamps, he knows, defense, be firm. And he'll even have a quiet word with Umtiti and say, this is big now, but you have to be bigger. You have to stand strong. You have to, don't enjoy the atmosphere. Just, have confidence that you can mark Nani, you can mark Cristiano, you can watch Cristiano, that you will just know that for every single second of the game, watch him, watch him, watch him. He's not going to try and dribble past you. He's not a Messi or a Robert who is difficult on a one-on-one. He's just very evasive. So you just have to be mindful. Never switch off. Don't you ever switch off. When he's not doing anything and is his most silent is when he's at his most deadly. So that's what, obviously, Koscielny will be guiding him through the game, but he's got to, because I think Koscielny is a much more adventurous defender. Umtiti is a much more conservative, mindful defender who really watches it at the rear. So he, I think, will be the one who you need to be mindful of what Cristiano does if Koscielny comes out of position. But Deschamps knows that, they have a stronger midfield. And he will realize that their midfield there's more to their midfield. So Pogba is going to be very important. And he's got to get a connection between Pogba and Griezmann. So once Pogba gets the ball, I'll say Paul, if you have a space, drive with that ball into space. Try and always get yourself on the ball. But him and Matuidi, it'll be very important for them to really understand their have an understanding. For Matuidi, regulate, track back, support when need be. But I know that you're intelligent enough to know when to track back, when to go forward, or when to consolidate the midfield. As for Paul, get on the ball. When you get on the ball, make that right pass. If it's too congested, switch it. Move your head up and always try and make that wide pass. Try and stretch the play. Always try and stretch the play. Obviously, you have Evra and people and Sanya. Keep it wide. So always give Pogba the option, if he is congested and Portugal are pressing, for him to come through with the ball and switch it aside and stretch Portugal and force them to now chase that ball. But then we now go further off the pitch and we are looking at Griezmann and Giroud. Understand what it is with Giroud. We understand what he can and he can't do. But for Griezmann and especially Payet as well, it's got to you have to vary it. If you're giving the ball to Giroud, understand that he's a target man. Don't give him a through ball. Hit that ball up high. Put in a cross or use him as a link man. But for Payet, we know what he can do. His danger is outside the box or having the ball. Don't be afraid to try and dribble past the guy, get it on your left or right foot and put that ball across the ball. And for Griezmann, it's two things. Using Giroud for 1-2s or drive into those tight spots. We know that you can. That you can cause Portugal some issues and some problems. Force Pepe into a mistake. Force Carvalho into a mistake. Try and take them on. Use your body balance to try and force them into a difficult tackle to make. At every given opportunity that you can, try and drive into the heart of that Portuguese defense. So for Portugal, we're hearing that Pepe is fit, which is huge. Bruno Alves had a very good game, but this is a step up. They need Pepe up in that. So I think, the first thing that says for Portugal, force France to play our game. Slow it down. Get fouls. Try and suck out the blood from the game. Don't make the game exciting. Because if the key things are keep possession of the ball, keep possession of the ball, keep possession of the ball. Because what that is that we'll worry about scoring afterwards. Where we're trying to build a narrative here. And the narrative that we're trying to build is we're trying to suck the life out of the crowd because they're going to be using the crowd. But we can use that against them by getting fouls, getting them frustrated, keeping the ball, forcing them to chase the ball. Because it's similar to what Germany were doing. But the difference with that is that Germany had no precision. They had no penetration. But for Portugal, you've got Nani, you've got Renato Sanchez, and you've got Cristiano. You have guys who can give you penetration because Germany do not have the kind of direct speed penetrative players that Portugal have in the form of Cristiano, Renato Sanchez, and Nani. They are very different kinds of players characteristically to Draxler, Mario Götze, Ozil, and so forth. So I think, but the thing for Portugal is that, I think William Carvalho, huge. He may be one of the most important players for Portugal because what he is, he's the spoiler, but also he's the guy to slow the game down. Slow the game down. When you get the ball, move it back. Get the ball, move it sideways. Force them to play the game. Slow down our game. And force them to try and chase us, because as they're chasing us, that's when they could be prone to a mistake. So you're keeping the ball measured, patient, pounce. Measured, patient, pounce. So whilst William Carvalho is in the middle, dictating things, that's where I say to Nani and Cristiano, make those runs. Make those runs, because either a Moutinho or a Renato Sanchez, my instruction to them is that when there's a space, drive through with the ball in space, but look for Nani and Cristiano. At all points, look for Nani and Cristiano at all points, because if you give them a through ball, they most likely can cause Sanya or Evra problems with speed. It can cause them problems with speed. So, and obviously you go up to the attack, that's the main thing. For Cristiano, you are a goal scorer. You are a goal scorer. So I will tell him that for this whole entire match, make those runs. Be evasive. Keep moving around. Keep moving around. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. A free kick, corner kick, we know we know what time it is. But once it's an open play, keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Because France are going to give Portugal space. France are going to go on the attack. No all-out attack, but because it's a final, and especially, that's the key thing is this. These first 10 minutes could be very crucial because what I think will happen, first 10 minutes, France are going to go all out. They're going to have the energy of the crowd. The French crowd will be singing the national anthem, and they will really want to get that early goal. That is where Portugal could steal something. Because it's very important now, and Santos will tell this to Portugal, first 10 minutes are crucial. We must not go down in the first 10 minutes because expect them to come at us early on. We have to consolidate. That's just what will happen because they have the crowd behind them. We are there awaiting. Consolidate. But within that consolidation, I'll be saying to Cristiano and Nani, make those runs. Because they're going to leave space. Because they're going to be very excited and maybe overexcited. Make those runs. And if you can get them on a counter, boom, we're in. We're in. So, those are just me looking at it on a tactical level. So, I think, it's going to be, you're looking at matchups. You've got to say the danger men are going to be Griezmann and Cristiano. But I feel that, again, the most important player for France it's a mixture of Umtiti and Pogba. And I say Umtiti because of the threat of Cristiano, the threat of the counter through Nani, and also because, my God, this could be huge for it. You're playing in a final, and you were like a sixth choice because remember, Varane, Zuma, all these guys were all ahead of him. So he was like a third, fourth, fifth. Like Rami was a third choice. He was like a fourth, fifth choice. So there is that thing. Hence why he'll be very crucial. Because a costly mistake could cost them. But and I say Pogba because of that midfield. Winning that midfield battle would be huge because that will now set the tone of the game. And also remember, this ain't like playing Germany, where Germany had Toni Kroos and Ozil, two excellent midfield players. Portugal, William Carvalho is good, but he's not of the pedigree of Toni Kroos or Ozil. So for Pogba, he will be expected to win the midfield battle and really dictate and be the king of the midfield over William Carvalho or Moutinho or whoever they put in that midfield area, or even Andre Gomez. But I think obviously for Portugal, I think William Carvalho is the key. Obviously, you understand about Cristiano and everything, but I think for William Carvalho, if he can settle down Portugal and just get them some possession and suck the life out of the crowd, that will be very important. It'll be very important, but I think obviously we know that the Renato Sanchez, Nani, Cristiano thing will be very, very crucial if France leaves space behind. So Deschamps has to tell his boys that, yes, use the crowd, but use it wisely. Use the crowd wisely. Because I think the first 10 minutes could be crucial. If after the first 10 minutes it's 0-0, then the game will die down. It will ebb and flow. Portugal will have domination. France will have domination, and so forth. So I think both teams... everybody wants an early lead, but I think both teams will be all right if after 10 minutes it's still 0-0. Because I think if France go ahead earlier on, it's going to be hard for Portugal to get back in the game just because of that crowd behind them, and it's a final as well. That's the thing. I mean, if Portugal get that early goal, that'll be... I think there is more. I mean, if France get an early goal, I think Portugal can come back. It'll be difficult. They can come back. If Portugal get the early goal and France get really nervous and scared and they push guys out as they did against Ireland, that could play so well into Portugal's hands. So I think an early goal for Portugal could really, really be very definitive. I'm sticking with my prediction that I've had. I've still not wavered from it, and I will stick with it. The kids going for a Portugal victory. France, you could say argue that they first. I still think it's a 50-50. I think this could go to penalties, like a 6-5 or a sign like that. Something to that effect, or a 5-4. I think this Portugal will win this, and I just feel that there is a belief. I mean, I'm a spiritual guy. I just think that they will hang in there. They'll be very tactical, and France both teams want to win this. So I think it'd be stupid to say one team wants to win it more than them. But my arguments for Portugal is that they will have it will be at the back of their minds. Euro 2000 will be at the back of their minds. Euro 2004 will be at the back of their minds. And Cristiano played in that final. And we saw how he was crying at the end of that final in 2004 on Portuguese soil, where Eusebio was in the stadium and Eusebio was denied the chance to see his beloved Portugal win on home soil. So Cristiano will know that we're doing this for Eusebio. We're doing this for Eusebio. But I think for France as well, man, look, even if it's not really connected, you cannot escape that those terror attacks will be at the back of their minds, because people didn't think they'd get to this final. But the fact that they are here, that would be like, man, thoughts of those events because it's happened during a football game. It happened during a football match. So, there's arguments on both sides, but I'm going with my gut feeling, because on a footballing level, it's evens. On a footballing level, it's evens. There are great arguments on both sides on a footballing level, so I'm just going with my gut. I'm going with my gut, and my gut tells me unequivocally that this is Portugal's year. That Portugal, I think this will go all the way. I think this will go all the way. Ebb and flow. It could be like a 1-1. I think it could be a 1-1. I'm feeling a 1-1 that will carry through extra time, and I think it will be decided on penalties. And Portugal, I'm going to favour them to win it on penalties. So yeah, man, guys, it's been swell, man. Watch for me for my post-match analysis and my review of the final, man. It all comes to an end. bittersweet, and very, very unfortunate that it all comes to an end. But all good things must come to an end. So, yeah, man, comments below. Tell me what you think. Who you feel? Tell me who you feel will be the winner, and but give me a footballing reason. Give me a tactical reason of who you feel will win on Sunday and why. I want to you people to bring a knowledge to me. So, yeah. Peace out. Stay true. Stay black. Peace. Study the PhD. Well.